What's up, everybody? I'm here at the Iraq Veteran 8888 YouTube shoot for 2015, and I'm talking with Eric, Iraq Veteran. So, doing all right. How are you?
Man, not bad. Well, we've had a really crappy couple of days. We've had some rain, but we've also had some nice explosions and plenty of shooting, and folks getting together like you and I and having chats all the time. It's been a really crazy couple of days. In terms of the shoot itself, it's been a little silly, but we're getting there. We're kind of at the end of our rope here, getting things packed up and ready to go. And I take it you want to maybe have a chat about our AK meltdown.
Yes, that kind of set the AK pages on fire, so I was wondering if I could get some comments from you about that, especially looking back at it, maybe what exactly happened.
Well, all right, this is what we determined more or less happened with the AK meltdown. Okay, we knew that going into it that the Wasser wasn't intended to be a machine gun as it stood. I mean, the way that I guess Century advertises them or the builds or whatever, they're not machine guns. But the thing is, correct me if I'm wrong, the early Wasser 10s had machine gun barrels in them. Like they were bringing in early Wassers. A lot of those guns had actual Romanian military barrels in them.
It's back when they were allowed to import them with the original barrels.
Right, exactly. So they made that change, and then I guess we had to start using domestically produced barrels or whatever. From what I understand, the barrels definitely aren't up to snuff on the newer ones like they were on some of the older ones. And I think that, for one, here's the thing. If you look at the exterior diameter of an AK-47 barrel, it's really not much different than a standard AR-15. But the thing is you've got thinner walls because instead of a 22 diameter hole going through it, you got a big old 7.62 diameter hole. So that means the walls of the barrel are going to be thinner, which is going to make it heat up quicker. It's going to make it more malleable when it does heat up. And what happened to make the gun stop? The barrel drooped and the gas block drifted down as it drooped, and the carrier, the end of the piston on the carrier, would just bump in and wouldn't go all the way in the hole.
Right.
So that's why the gun stopped. But the gun got to the point that it heated up and drooped the barrel within 300 rounds.
Right.
So there's been a lot of, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I mean, the guys at Century are not too happy with me because they were expecting me to, you know, make the video and then give them a ring and go, well, you know, work it out. But the thing is, the point of the video was not throwing anyone under the bus. AK owners, or AR owners, AK owners, whoever owns a particular gun, we're not trying to say, oh, well, you shouldn't own the AK, you shouldn't own the AR. I love AKs. I'm an AK kind of guy. I've got a variety of different ones, and I own a couple of Wassers. Now, would I want to get into a 1,000-round firefight over the course of 4 days with one? Probably not. But if I needed 30 rounds to get somebody off of me, would I use one? Sure. They are reliable, they're functional, you know. It's just a very interesting result.
Right. I don't think anybody was expecting that, especially after, your Glock meltdown, that thing ran, what, 1,200 rounds?
Yeah.
The AR meltdown, 800 something, and then the Wasser goes to, what, 265?
265, yeah, less than 300. So
incredible.
the weird thing is, the AK is known for its almost legendary reliability. Long stroke gas piston operation makes it very reliable, very easy to use and everything like that. The guns have their merits in some form or fashion. They may have their flaws as well, but I think the merits in any good military gun design definitely outweigh the flaws, and the AK is the same way. I wouldn't ever think that the AK is a bad weapon. Are there more newer weapons that are going to be better suited for combat use in a modern world? Well, of course there are, but in terms of when the AK-47 was originally developed and the mentality of people that were going to field the gun and use it, it was a marvel. It really was a modern marvel in its time, in that the cost of manufacture and using stampings for the receiver, I mean, all those things were at the time cutting edge technology.
And I'm really looking forward to the day that the American market steps up and starts making more AK barrels that were to the original military spec.
Yeah.
Because right now it's okay. It's getting better. Like the 4150 barrels are starting to become a little bit more popular. They're getting more stuff in, but not the original cold hammer forged barrels like we're used to.
I think that people, I think it also has to do with folks respecting the platform. I know I always say that all the time. A lot of guys go, well, listen, AK, don't bother putting a scope on it because it shoots a 3-foot group at 100 yards. Well, that's just not true. It all comes down to the quality and rigidity of your barrel. Accuracy is largely due to the barrel you're going to use. If you've got a subpar AR that's not worth a crap, put a good barrel on it, and it will shoot better. I mean, that's just the bottom line. And AKs are no different. You go with a shorter, more rigid barrel, something of that effect, and it will help. Yeah, that's all of our fun from earlier.
Still during a little bit of cleanup.
Oh yeah.
Took a few seconds aside. I thought you guys would be interested in seeing this stuff, and I definitely wanted to hear your take on it.
Of course.
That was really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it was disappointing. It's almost what I expected, but then not what I expected. I mean, I think most people that were watching that video were expecting to see 1,000 rounds because you think this legendary AK reliability. Well, I don't want to get too far off on the next track of what we're doing next, but we have another video, another AK Meltdown coming. I'm not going to say which brand, but let's just say they're very well known for making some top-notch stuff. So we'll see what happens.
I wonder who that could be.
There's only a couple. It's a short list.
Yeah,
so
it's a short list, unfortunately.
Yeah. You'll see,
But,
and I think you'll all be surprised at what'll happen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I was especially surprised because I'm used to seeing the videos on YouTube where the guys are one-handing the full auto AKs, their handguards are catching fire and stuff like that.
I have to admit, I've wanted to see that happen. But
Right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time.
absolutely, man. Thanks
Fantastic.
for having me on.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching.